Hi everybody, it's me, Jackie Arment. I'm back again with another spooky craft video. Today is going to be our part 2 of me making my Sarah Sanderson costume. I'm going to work on the skirt mostly, and we will pretty much be done with the costume after that. I think the only video left will be a part 3 where I will do the hair and makeup and probably just talk about the last minute accessories that I bought for the costume. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that video I'm hoping to do soon, sometime in the month of September, because me and my husband usually like to get a photo shoot done where we take pictures of our costumes and use those pictures for Halloween cards that we give out to friends and family. So hopefully that will be soon. But anyway, yeah, before we get into that, I'd like to say that if this is the kind of content you like, if you like crafting, you like tutorials, you like spooky recipes, and even costuming, that you would give this video a thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also don't forget to ring the bell so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. It is Halloween all year long here, not just in October. So if that's what you like, then stay with us because there's a lot of spooky fun on this channel. Also, if you'd like to support this channel in a little more personal way, I have a Patreon. Patrons can earn rewards like things like participating in monthly giveaways, of which are things that I make on this channel, and even the possibility to receive one of the Halloween cards that me and my husband likes to send out, which I mentioned just a minute ago, that we do every single year. So if that seems interesting to you, then go ahead and check it out. Head to patreon.com/JackieArment. Think about giving a little bit of support. Even the smallest tier is only $3 a month, and that helps out a whole bunch. It's just like kind of buying me a cup of coffee every month. Not a big deal. But yeah, with all that said, I guess we can just go ahead and get into the video. Hi guys. We are in the beautiful craft room. Ignore the horrible mess that is behind me on the shelves. I'm sure everybody's craft room looks like this. At least that's what I'm hoping. Anyway, I'm going to show you the fabric that I have that I purchased, and then I'll probably adjust the camera and kind of show you guys the plan. I am not an expert sewer. If you have watched me sew anything on this channel, you know that. The few things that I have sewn on this channel. And so I know some of you who are great sewers out there will probably be cringing. But I'm going to do this like the easiest way I could possibly think to do it, because I am just not the super sewer. And hopefully that will help any of you guys out there who are all like me and not a huge sewer, and maybe this will be easier for you guys anyway. Okay, let me show you the fabric I got. So, here we are. Okay, first I went to Hobby Lobby and I found this great purple. It's like perfect. It's like kind of velvety, and it's like shimmery and is like perfect for the skirt. So this is what the majority of the skirt is going to be made of. I got 2 yards, which should be plenty for me because I am short. But if you are taller than me, then maybe 4 yards might be better. I don't know. But this seems to work for me. I kind of like held it up to my body, which I'll show you guys in a minute when I talk about the plan. But this is going to be the majority of the skirt, this purple. Okay, and then, so I looked at a picture, which I guess I'll put right here, online, of her skirt to kind of get an idea of like what kind of fabric I needed. And so it mostly consists of a purple and a like red in the front, and then on the side of that red it has like some olivey colored fabric. So when I was at Hobby Lobby, I found the purple. I found the purple. Lydia, what are you doing? That was perfect. But when I looked for anything else, I couldn't really find anything, or if I did, it was like not the right, like I don't care about it being the same fabric type. I just wanted it to be the same weight because I didn't really want some of it to be really heavy and then some of it to not be heavy. So anyway, I couldn't really find anything that worked for the red or the green when I was at Hobby Lobby. So I ended up going to Joann's. We don't really have like a fabric store here where I live, which we used to, but we don't anymore. So Hobby Lobby is kind of it, and then Joann's, or a thrift store, I guess, which I probably should have done, but I didn't. Now, I don't hate Joann's. I don't hate it, but I just don't go there very much because it is kind of expensive for fabric. And I'm going to show you the fabric that I got, but bear in mind, it wasn't cheap. So if you're looking to do this costume on a budget, maybe go to a thrift store and look for something, but this will give you an idea of like where my mind was going and what I bought. So, all right, so I found this green. It's kind of looks brown on camera, but it is, trust me, it's like a olive greenish brown, which is kind of what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what the picture looks like. It's like a dingy green. It's pretty lightweight. It's got some texture to it, which I liked. So I think this was perfect for the like stuff on the sides. Now for the red, I found this, and they're like costuming fabric or whatever. And it is this, see if I can get this side that actually is supposed to be the front. So it's like this sequenced fabric, right? Is like really sequenced, and it's got cool designs on it and everything. A little too shiny, but it had like the right, you know, kind of ornate look to it because the red that she has some kind of design on it. But I figured, my thought process is, so this is the front, it's like really shimmery, but I felt like if I turned it around to the back, which on camera it's harder to tell because I've got the ring light, so it's making everything really shiny, but the back is not quite as shimmery. See how the front is like insane and the back is like a little less, and it might be even less if it's like up against, you know, something. So that was my thought, is I was like, oh, I could just turn it around and use the back. It's a little sheer, you know, it's going to be kind of bunched up, so that might not even matter. But I felt like that was probably the best way to go. I'm like, it's like, gives me that ornate look, and I just will use the back, even though that's the back, and we just won't show the front part. And there was a sign that said it was 30% off, and so I was like, great, you know? Did I look at the price of that fabric? No, I didn't. And didn't realize how expensive it was until I got up to the front. But you know what? The thoughts in my head were like, it's perfect fabric, and you know, this is a once in a lifetime thing. You're just making this costume one time. It's not like you're gonna be buying this fabric. And I had the money to spend, so I just did it. But I'm not gonna tell you all how much it costs. It's really embarrassing, but it was expensive. So let me just say that. Maybe you could find something like that in a thrift store, like curtains or bed sheets or something. I don't know. You could probably find something that gives that vibe. Or you just use a plain red if you don't care. I just really liked that, and I couldn't find anything else that I liked better, so I bought the expensive fabric. But don't be like me if you're on a budget. But I still just wanted to show y'all what I got and the idea for that. So, okay, let me show you kind of like my plan now. So, we'll get into that. Okay, So I've got the camera adjusted, and I'm basically going to back up, and I'm going to kind of show y'all the idea for the costume. So this is what we're going to do. So with the purple, basically my plan to do as least amount of sewing as possible is I'm going to take the end and just fold it over and sew it along where the waistline is going to be, and just feed some elastic through. That's basically what I'm going to do. And so then that way, basically this will be all bunched up and kind of just be around this. So I have 2 yards worth, which is enough for me. If you're shorter, please get more, like I said earlier, but mine, it drags the floor right now, and this is like plenty, I think, to bunch up. And we're not going to make it go all the way around. We're going to make it stop like right here, because then I'm going to take the red and do the same, bunch it up and have it right here. And then with the green, I know I want to have the 2 pieces kind of behind the red and the purple, like in between, but I haven't really figured out how I want to attach that yet. So that will be a learning process, I guess. This fabric doesn't look like it frays very much, so I don't think I'm gonna like hem it or anything. I mean, especially the bottom, I kind of want to cut it all like jagged and stuff, because that's kind of how her skirt is, and just leave it. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to like kind of sew the edges at the front where it, you know, is, but I don't think I will. It doesn't seem like it frays. This doesn't either. And then, you know what, maybe if it does fray, probably won't be the end of the world. Kind of look more like, I don't know, grungy is kind of how her costume is. So anyway, I guess I'm going to measure around my waist with the elastic and figure out how much elastic I need. And then, yeah, I'm just going to like take this whole piece and sew, fold it over and sew along the edge, and then just feed it through and have it all bunched up. And that'll be the first thing we do. And then we'll move on to the next steps. But that's pretty much the plan. Like I said, least amount of sewing as I possibly can manage. So anyway, let's, I guess, get on to that first. We'll do the first bit. We'll do the purple. And then get on to the rest. Okay, let's go. Alright, so I have measured out my elastic. Basically, you just measure your waist and subtract 2 inches, and that's how much elastic you need. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it, using the elastic as a guide to see how much I need to fold it over, leaving a little more room than I need, and just pinning it. I just kind of eyeballed it and periodically throughout checked to make sure that it was still big enough, and just went along. That's pretty much all I did, and then sewed right across.
Making with jive for station. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, you shall. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yeah. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, you shall. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, you holler. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
The next day.
Okay guys, we are on to, I think, day 3 now of this project. I'm gonna kind of show you, I did some things off camera, so I'm gonna kind of show you like what I did. I just felt like recording all of it was just kind of repetitive because it's the same kind of thing I did with the purple. But here we have, this is what we got here. Basically, after you know, after I did the purple, I kind of did the same thing with the red. You know, the purple I had 2 yards, and so with the red I only used 1 yard, I cut it in half and used half of the red that I used of the purple and just did the same thing, flipped it over, sewed it, fed the elastic through, and then when I finished that, I sewed the elastic together so it made a circle. So it is all now sewed together. Now what I did with the green, which I'll kind of show you guys, well, I mean, I might be able to show you guys here, but basically what I did with the green is I used the same amount that I used for the red, but I cut it in half again, so I had 2 sections, and I folded it over, sewed it, fed elastic through. But this one I fed 2 different sections of elastic through each piece, and then I sewed the elastic. Let's see if I can show you guys here on camera. Yeah, so I sewed the elastic to the red and the purple on the inside of the skirt. That was the only way I could really figure out how to make it go to kind of be like behind in the back there, instead of being like actually, you know, on the same loop, because that's not really what I wanted. And obviously I gave it some give here so that it would still stretch and I could put it on. That was the only way I could figure out how to do it. I just basically hand sewed the elastic right to the fabric. So to the purple, not to the elastic too, just the purple. So it would like still kind of slide around with it. And then obviously the other side was to the red. So that's just what I did. It was just like a quick hand sew. I felt like that was probably the easiest way to do it, least complicated. If, I mean, any of you guys out there are expert sewers and know more what you're doing, and felt like there was probably a better solution for that, then go for it. This is just a costume, so I don't really care what it looks like on the inside. So that's just kind of what I did. But basically I'm almost done. The only thing I have left to do is, I think, so on her costume, she has kind of like these like poofs on the side. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like take some of the purple down here and, you know, go up under and then just make a stitch on either side. That's how I'm gonna kind of do the poofs. Easy, quick, you know. So I've got to do that. And then I think what I'm also gonna do, when I was trying this on in front of the mirror and everything, is I think I'm gonna sew the red and the purple to each other here on the sides, just maybe like just down a little ways, like just maybe like to here, just so that it's not all like separating and everything, because that's kind of what's happening right now. It's all kind of like separating on the elastic and the elastic showing. And so I think I'm just going to sew that to each other down a little ways, not too much, but just a little, so it looks a little more held together. And that's what I think I'm going to do. And then after that, we're going to cut the bottom the right length. It is now super long and also kind of heavy because this red fabric is a little bit heavy and it's long. But I've been waiting to cut it the right length until after I'd done everything, because I felt like, especially with making the poofs on the side with the purple, that would make it shorter. And if I had already cut it what I wanted it to be, then it might be too short after I do that. So I'm probably going to get my husband to help with that. I'm going to stand up on something with the shoes I'm going to wear and he's going to cut it. I don't really care about it being a perfectly straight cut. I'm not going to hem the bottom. I'm just going to let it be kind of ragged, and I'm actually going to probably cut it kind of ragged and messy because this is how hers is in the movie. And like I said, it's a costume, so I'm not really that worried about it. But yeah, if you at home want to hem it and that's what you want to do, then by all means, go ahead, do that. Whatever your preference. But this is just what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for myself, and I'm not a sewer. So anyways, yeah, that's what we're going to do next. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into finishing this up. All right, let's go. All right, so here I am putting on the skirt so I can show you guys what it looks like. It droops a little in the front right now because the red is a little bit heavy, but I think once I cut it to length, it won't be so bad. Basically what I'm gonna do is I am going to look in the mirror and pinch, grab a little bit of the fabric from the sides and pinch it and pull it up. And I decided I was going to use safety pins. I felt like that would hold better than just a regular sewing pin. And then I could take it off and sew it. That's basically what I did. So yeah, I just pinched to the side, pulled it up, kind of looked in the mirror and figured how I liked it to look. And then I just used the safety pin and fed it through. And I did the exact same thing on the other side. I think I only did a little bit of adjusting to kind of try and make sure they were a little bit even, but I didn't really care that much. It was okay if it was kind of messy looking, because that's kind of what we're going for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I took it off and I just sewed a couple stitches, you know, in there, in the same spot up there, and then it was done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, here it is. It's pretty much done. My husband cut it for me. I just like stood on a stool and he cut it. I didn't really care about it being super straight or nice looking. I kind of want it to be ragged. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's a little bit ragged, but I like it. I got the poofs here. I sewed, as you can see, some like down a little bit, the red and the purple together. Like the side of each poof here, I like just kind of sewed it together a little bit just to hold it together a little. And I put it on with the corset to kind of so we could see how it looks, and I think it looks really good. I'm super excited. I think my only thing that I would fix right now is that it's kind of sagging if I move around too much. I think it's just a product of me stretching it a lot when I was sewing it and everything, so I might go in and cut it and like take a couple of inches off of the elastic and make it even tighter so that it'll hold on. I also am going to have some like bloomers on underneath this, so that should probably help hold it up a little bit too. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna make the elastic a little bit tighter. But that's pretty much it. I think other than that, it looks really good. It's pretty much done. I only have like a few things left to get. I have to get the wig, obviously. I'm just gonna get kind of like a necklace that looks like hers that she has. I've got the boots already. I'm gonna get some stockings for sure to wear underneath this. But yeah, pretty much that is it. We're done with this, and I'm so excited that it turned out the way I wanted, especially after this corset thing was kind of a nightmare. It makes me happy that the rest of it has turned out so good. All right, that's it. Okay, we're done. That's it. I think the costume turned out really good. The skirt was definitely like 110 times more easy than this corset was. So, but you know, like I said, if I knew things before when I made this corset, then it probably would have been a lot easier. But anyway, I think like all together it looks really good, and I'm super excited about it. And I'm totally excited to get the wig and do the makeup and all of that stuff and have it like come together fully. So yeah, I hope you guys stayed and watched till the end of the video. I hope maybe this helped any of you guys out there who are, you know, not super sewers like me, and maybe this helped you a little bit. Maybe not feel so intimidated about maybe doing a Sarah Sanderson costume. Anyway, but yeah, I'm just super over the moon about how this looks, and anyway, worth the expensive fabric. Even though, again, I wouldn't recommend that if you are on a budget. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, if you liked it, please always give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And don't forget to ring the bell so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. Next video will probably be, I really need to start working on the invitations for our vintage Halloween party. So that might be the next video. I also have some other little fun Halloween-y videos that one I'm gonna do with my husband, and some other that I kind of want to sprinkle in between the costume videos and the Halloween party prep videos. So anyway, there'll be some of that. I don't know when those will come out, but they'll be in there sprinkled. But yeah, I definitely need to get working on stuff for the vintage Halloween party. I've only really done like one thing, and it's already September, so kind of need to get going on there. But yeah, so look forward to that. As always, I will leave links in the description to this video to my social media. I have an Instagram and TikTok where I post a lot of spooky Halloween-y things, some of which are things that don't always make it to YouTube. Like for instance, a couple weekends ago, my husband and I had a Goosebumps Turns 30 party, of which the results of that are on my Instagram and my TikTok. The Goosebumps series is very near and dear to me, and I've always loved it, and it has turned 30 years old this year, which makes me feel extremely old. Anyways, we just wanted to kind of celebrate that, so we had like a little small get-together and watch party kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, so check out my TikTok and my Instagram if you want to look at that. Always, I will also leave links to a link to my Etsy shop, which I sell a lot of spooky prop potions all year long. If you want some things for Halloween, please put your orders in now. I usually put my shop on vacation like the last 2 weeks before Halloween, so like the last 2 weeks of October. I've got a wedding I've got to go to this year, and then we've got our Halloween party, so September's usually the best time to get your orders in. So if you want something on there, get it in. I'll also leave some links to my other videos. I have a lot of other Hocus Pocus videos, so if you liked this one, obviously there's the part 1 of this video where I make this do this corset, so you can check that out. I also have a video where I make the black flame candle, which is kind of an older video, but it's pretty popular, so you can check that out. I also make the spell book. There's another video with that, and I even have a video where I make some of the some little Hocus Pocus potion bottles, which are like the oil of boil and the dead man's toe. So there's a lot of Hocus Pocus stuff on this channel for you to check out. If you're new and this is your first video you're watching, there's a lot of Hocus Pocus stuff. So if you're into that, then check that out. I might go ahead and like make a Hocus Pocus playlist on my channel because I have so much stuff at this point. But anyway, yeah, there's lots of fun stuff to check out on my channel, so please do. And yeah, other than that, also if you're new here and you don't know and you're looking for something to do in between my videos, I have 2 books on Amazon. One is a zombie romance and one is a vampire adventure story. They're both available as paperback and Kindle versions, and you can read a little bit of the Kindle version before you buy it just to see if it's your thing or not. They're very spooky, very good for the Halloween season, so if you're in the mood for that, please look into it. I'm also in the works of a 3rd book, and there's a sneak peek for that available on my author website, which I will also link, and it is about a young woman who is possessed by a demon. I'm about halfway through that, so hopefully I'll get it done soon and it'll be out. But yeah, you can check out a sneak peek of that and see if maybe that might be something you're interested in when it comes out. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And again, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who has subscribed and has been watching my videos. I really appreciate all the love and support. It's been really awesome. And that's it. So I guess you guys stay spooky, and I will see you in my next video.